If you've seen me in my channel before, you know that I love cats. I'm of the opinion that there's two kinds of people in the world. There's people that love cats, and there's people that just don't know that they could love cats yet. That's how I was for a long time, and then I found my cat. If you know, you know. Anyway, like most things that people love, we have to segregate them into categories of what are the best ones and what are the worst ones, and figure out the arbitrary reasons as to why that is. And so today I thought we'd screw around and do a cat tier list. So starting off very strong, we have Siamese, the Siamese cat. I say we're starting off strong because this is always dubbed a very sought after cat. You can't just walk into any pet shelter and be like, yes, I would like one Siamese, please. They'll be like, dude, you're walking into Walmart and asking for the Holy Grail. We don't have any Siamese cats. They're practically mythical beasts. And I think it's because they're just so darn beautiful looking, dude. When God made the Siamese cat, he said, you know, I don't think the blue eyes are quite striking enough. How can we bring those out even more? Darken the face a little bit. It's an option. It's what God went with. I have heard that they're a little mean, but I've heard that other breeds of cats are also pretty mean, including the one that I have, if you know, you know. And she's not mean, so who's to say how mean these cats are on average? So I say nonsense to that. Siamese gets an S tier. Pretty easy S tier if you ask me. Next up, we have Persian cats. And the only reason that I know that these are called Persian cats is because I'm making this video. Up until then, these were just the smashy face cats, the flat face cats. The diabetes cat, if you will.
Diabetes.
Where's he going on our list? Where's the diabetes cat going on the list? Now, I believe that honesty is the best policy. And honestly, not a fan. Sorry, I'm sure your Persian cat is great. I'm just not a fan. I don't think they're super cute. I think they just look confused a lot of the time. Confused the way that like racist people are, where they're like confused and also like a little bit upset at the same time. I don't hate them though, so they get a solid C tier for me. I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're fine, but none of this matters. All right, next up. I didn't even know this cat existed. We got the American Curl. I don't know anything about these cats. I know he's probably a great listener. Get it? Because his ears. I do love that cats have the pointy ears. At the end of the day, I don't know a whole lot about American Curls. Solid B tier. They're fine. They didn't do anything to me. Next up, we have another very sought after cat. We got Bengals. They're little cheetahs. I love that they're little cheetahs. Because I feel like every domestic house cat in their mind has some little thing in their little walnut brain that says like, I am an apex predator. I'm a huntress. I can kill small animals with my bare mittens and everything should fear me because I'm an apex predator. And we all know that that's not necessarily true. I feel like if I had a Bengal, they actually are an apex predator because they look like one. This cat looks like a cheetah, therefore fear her. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. A tier. Next up, we have one of my favorites, if I'm being honest. We have a Maine Coon. It's a big ass cat. That is a unit of a cat if I've ever seen one. And some cats are fluffy and it makes them look big, and then you get them wet or shave them or whatever and it's like, oh, you were just all fur. I don't think that's the case with this one. That is a large cat. And it's so funny, I don't know if they're all like this, but I love how we have this big old chomper and these big old like lip cheeks, whatever they're called, and like kind of a relatively big nose. Then we just have these little peepers up here. Ah, he's so cute, man. But he's gigantic. For why? I feel like the name Maine Coon doesn't do it any justice either. You need to call this like the Marauder or something. Marauder cat. I don't know, it's a big cat. I also feel like this cat would, it would be like the big protagonist in like a Pixar movie or something like that. So like at the beginning, he's like in his dad's shop or something and he's like knocking everything over because he's so huge. And then he sets out on this epic quest to figure out what he's truly made for, that kind of thing. So he's like he's like very clumsy, but very lovable. And we love to root for a cat like that. So Maine Coon, you're very unique in your own way. You're very lovable. And you get an S tier. That's what I say. That's what I think. Next up, who would have thunk that this was a real thing? Munchkin cat. They're literally called a munchkin. The scientists were not screwing around when they named this cat. They're just like, he's a little munchkin. And by golly, that's gonna be his scientific name of his breed. Just a permanent kitten, dude, with short little stumpy legs. Absolutely incredible. I like to think that if the Maine Coon was gonna try to take my wallet, he'd be like, give me your wallet. And then the munchkin would be right next to him and be like, yeah, give him your wallet. Talk about an animal that's not actually an apex predator. This bro has zero survival instincts. But hey, aren't we all just a sucker for just cute little animals that couldn't do nothing to nobody? I think a respectable A tier for the Munchkin cat. Then we have this goofy looking the Oriental short hair. I love him. He's goofy. He looks like a cartoon character. He looks like he could talk, but if he could, he would only speak to me in riddles, and that's kind of fun to imagine. This cat would have like an Eastern European accent, perhaps. And I just love that he looks like he got stung in the mouth by a bee. I love that both of his ears combined are roughly the size of his head. Dude can probably hear for miles around. You know how like dogs and cats can like sense things before they happen, like earthquakes and all that? It'd be like a security camera video of a pet shop and all the cats at the same time like look up and look around, and then like 10 seconds later, then the place starts shaking. I feel like he would be the first one out of all of them. So like 20 seconds before it happens, he's looking up and all the cats are like, what are you doing, dude? Meow. What are you so scared of? And then after they make fun of him for a bit, then all the other cats are like, Jesus Christ, there's gonna be an earthquake. And so good on you for having extra spidey senses, dude. Is it an S though? I don't know. Is it up there with Maine Coon and Siamese? Actually, yeah, it's up there with S because this is a goofy trio right here. This is a hero's journey trio if I've ever seen one. Then we have Ragdoll. Now this is pretty similar to Siamese, but there's a couple of key differences. The faces aren't so dark. And I feel like this is the cat where if it comes across your TikTok feed, all the girls are commenting like, oh my God, why is this cat prettier than me? He's prettier than all of us, dude, look at him. He's incredible. Look at the eyeliner, he's got wings, winged eyeliner just all the time. Little pink nose, incredible. Absolutely gorgeous cat. The only thing I'll say is I feel like if this cat went to high school, she would be a little mean. Now she's a girl. I don't know the gender of cats, dude, but like, I feel like this would be like a mean girl cat in high school. Only in high school is she a girl. I feel like she would bully me in a way where she wouldn't get caught easily. So a lot of like verbal bullying, like commenting on my outfit, saying that maybe I'm stinky if I didn't have time to shower last night or something like that. So, but still gorgeous, solid A tier. You're gonna find that a lot of these float to the top because I just love cats in general. There's not a whole lot of cats that I really have it out for, so sorry if that was disappointing. All right, then we have Scottish Fold, which you could probably say is the inverse of the American Curl. These guys are not good listeners. And whenever I see these now, I always think about how Taylor Swift has one of these because Lauren always brings that up whenever these guys enter a conversation somehow. Apparently they're very sought after. I don't really know why. I don't really see the appeal of having where they permanently look like a sad cartoon cat. One of the gems of owning a cat is when you see them like a bit of a distance away, you can only see their silhouette. And what do you see? You see those two little ears poking up. It's so cute, but you don't get that with a Scottish Fold. I don't know, I do not get the hype. From what I understand, they're very sought after cats, but not from me. So I'm thinking, yeah, you can join us, buddy, there in B tier. Just have regular ears, cats, it's not that hard. What mutation occurred to have you have weird ears? I don't get it. Okay, then we have what is called, I'm not joking, a Selkirk Rex. Which who the hell even knows what that is? Yeah, here's my cat. His name is Dust Mite. He's a Selkirk Rex. Here's my cat toothbrush I've had for 3 years. Here's my cat lint that I scraped from the dryer. If I went to a friend's house and I saw this, I'd be like, he's really something. Dude is built like a scruffy dog. I feel like these eyes have seen horrors beyond human comprehension, so that's an interesting tidbit. I do have a special place in my heart for anything that looks or is an underdog, or undercat in this case. So he wins points for that. I just love scruffy little creatures. It looks like they've been through some hard times and they'll go through hard times again because they can take it. Because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, everyone knows that. I will say though, he's not really striking the cute factor. Well, he's striking the cute factor for me, but not in the way that like the Ragdoll is. The Selkirk Rex would never bully me. If anything, the Ragdoll is gonna bully me and the Selkirk Rex comes up and it's just like, hey man, she doesn't know what she's talking about. And I'd say, thanks Rex, great name, great cat. But I don't know, because he is the undercat, I don't think he's getting to S just yet. I think we're not gonna make that perfect staircase. We're gonna bring it down to A. Okay, next up we have another unit of a cat, Siberian. You know, right off the rip again, he's a biggin, but I have the feeling that he's mostly fur. Like when I was talking about the Maine Coon, I was like, I think a lot of big cats are mostly fur. I think that's this guy. But if the name suggests that he exists in cold environments, you know, Siberian Husky, they're very cold dogs. I guess Siberia's north. Oh yeah, duh, Siberia, Russia, good night. Anyway, Siberian cat. I do love fluffy cats. It's unfortunate that I would never be able to get one of those here in the beautiful state of Georgia because it's constantly 90 degrees here. I will say, compared to the Maine Coon, he looks a little more serious. He looks like a leader, I'll say. It looks like he's standing up on this fence or deck or whatever it is, and he's about to give a speech to all the other cats. We love a good, strong leader, and I feel like a good, strong leader would come from Siberia, Russia. This cat looks like he would refer to me as comrade. I like him, I don't love him. I like that the Maine Coon is goofy looking. He's not very goofy looking, so another one for the A tier. All right, next up, we got Sphinx. D tier. Sorry. I don't want a naked mole rat as a pet. I don't. If I wanted a pet that looked like this, I would get a naked mole rat. You get a little bit of points because there's no way that a cat like this could shed. It's literally impossible. But he looks like a ball sack. Sorry. Fellas, don't tell me that when you go to town with a Manscaped, it doesn't end up looking just like this. The sponsor of today's yeah, no, wouldn't that be nice? Sorry, D tier. Ugly cat. Get away from me. I don't like him. All right, so I know it says breeds, but it's not necessarily just breeds. It's also like the coats, the colors, and the patterns of cats, and those are, you know, a lot of those are just American short hairs or whatever, but I don't care because anyone that owns a cat knows that, like, the coat matters too. The coat will depend on their personality and how they look and stuff like that. And also, it's probably obvious by now, I'm not going through every breed. I'm not gonna do like a Siamese cat and a Bolognese Balinese cat. I'm sure there's key differences between them. I mean, if there wasn't, there wouldn't be different breeds, but I'm not an expert. I'm just a dude on the internet that likes cats. So now this is kind of the coats and patterns and colors section. And we're kicking it off with black cats. Black cats are a pretty loaded subject because historically they're bad luck. I think that's pretty metal actually. And here's the thing you don't know. Now, orange cats have your reputation for being the crazy ones, right? And we'll get into that in a little bit. They got nothing on black cats. Black cats are clinically insane. They're the goofiest little guys, dude. I've known some people that have black cats, and those dudes, the Snapchats I get from friends of mine that have black cats, it's a comedy show, dude. Because all black cats are terminally insane, except for our black cat. This is Zira. She's black, as you can see. Oh my God, she's freaking out. Okay. I plan on showing her a little more, but she's the temperamental one. All right, yeah, she's not having it. Now, this is gonna be ironic because she goes against everything that I just said. She's like the most regular cat ever. When I say that 95% of what she does is straight snoozing. That's like all she does. She just sleeps all the time. But she's amazing. And for that, S tier. Look, I can be biased if I want, okay? It's my video, so. All right, next we have calicos. They're very much a storybook cat, you know? I love all the little markings. They can be a variety of things. Sometimes you'll see those memes where they have like a little white heart on their forehead or like on their side or something like that. Love a calico. They're very chill, usually. My in-laws have one. They're great. They're usually fat. Love a fat cat. And they're just generally silly. They're great cats. Love a calico. I don't know if they're my favorite, but they're up there for sure. S tier kitty. Then we have gray cats, or blue, as they're sometimes known as. I don't see any blue in here, but, you know, go off. I feel like if you have a gray cat, you legally have to call it Smokey, which is getting kind of old. That brings me back to Stuart Little, perhaps. And there's something, I don't know, there's something I like about gray cats. They just have like a very calm presence to them. I don't know much about their temperament. I feel like gray cats are kind of rare, so that's neat. But I don't know, I don't really have a whole lot of strong feelings. They fly under the radar for the most part. So, I don't know, gray cats, I think you get a solid B for me. Then we have gray tabbies. These, there's a whole subreddit dedicated to these. It's called r/standard issue cat. And I guess that's because these are extremely common. You see these everywhere. I think if you like cats and your friends like cats, you know at least one person that has a gray tabby. And for that reason, I think some people are sick of them. I'm not really sick of them. I think they're very cute. They usually have nice little faces and big old bulging eyes like this guy does. I think they have a predisposition to be cute cats. So, I guess A tier. This is a solid cat. Then we have a fan favorite here. The orange boy. The orange cat. Usually the orange ones are boys, not always, but usually. And these are the guys, these set the reputation of cats being weird and crazy. Because orange cats are weird and crazy. I love orange cats. We really want an orange boy one day whenever we talk about getting a third one. I just love how weird and kooky they are. I think I speak for everyone when I say this gets an S tier. And then, oh man, we got Torties. A little tortoise shell, look at her. Now these are always female. It's, I think I've read that 1 in 1,000 of these turn out to be male, so that's pretty interesting. I love torties. Their markings are so nifty looking all the time. There's never any two that look the same. They are part of the calico family, I believe, so they also have a disposition to be fat. And they also have a reputation for having tortitude or like being sassy. I wouldn't know anything about that. Because my tortie is a sweetheart. And her mermans are out. Please don't. Okay. Look at the, okay. Can you be decent? Turn around. Look at the size of her, dude. She's gigantic. And look at the head to body ratio. Oh, she hates me. That's fine. Okay, sorry. I think she gets uncomfy when I pick her up because she's so fat. Everything is being compressed in her little body. God, I love her to death. She's the cat that got me to like cats. Incredible little creature. I will forever have a soft spot in my heart for torties. Easiest S tier of the whole video. And I am biased, I'm allowed to be, because it's my video. All right, next up we have another great one. We have Tuxies. Tuxedo cats, black and white, dude. They're black all over, but they have a white belly. And I love when they end up looking like this guy here, where it's like the white ends right at the lower part of his mouth, but then his lips are black so you can see him really well. And they look so silly. This one looks so silly. This meme is why I love Tuxies. So silly, so dapper, fantastic cats. Are they S tier? I gotta go with A. Tuxies are A tier, for sure. Last but not least, we have white cats. Now, I think I have to end this on a little bit of a bummer because I've just never been that impressed with white cats. I don't know why, they always fly under the radar. I just feel like there's nothing really special about them. They don't have any kind of pattern or marking. They're just a literal blank canvas. I have next to no opinion about these cats because of how little I know about them, because of how much they fly under the radar. So, sorry, C tier is what it is. Anyway, this is under the umbrella of all cats are lovely and beautiful. Except for this one. It looks like a ball sack, dude. Why would you ever get one? Man, whatever. I love cats. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, dude. I never say that anymore. And hit subscribe while you're down there. To my Patreon supporters, Jared, doing his dance. Such a great job, man. You would be on S tier of this if you were here. All right. Thanks for watching. See ya.